Hello, everybody. This is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Wednesday morning to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. Today, we are in the wild card weekend of our Madden NFL 24 Creative Player Franchise Series for the Tristan Yannick series, and we are going to be at home at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida against the San Francisco 49ers. So we played them in the regular season in California. This time, the 49ers will arrive to Florida, where we will be battling them off in the wild card. So they're the number 7 seed playoff. So this is us right here. And our possible opponents for the divisional round could likely well be the Philadelphia Eagles, Los Angeles Rams, Dallas Cowboys, Detroit Lions, and the Carolina Panthers. So our projected Super Bowl opponent, if we reach to that point, will probably be the Los Angeles Chargers. So now Pittsburgh Steelers get the first round bye for the AFC, and the Philadelphia Eagles get the first round bye for the NFC. So we'll show you the uniforms, and we'll see you guys at kickoff. All right, for the San Francisco 49ers, they are going to be wearing their white away jerseys at home. I was going to plan them wearing red on the road, but since both teams wear red, I didn't think that this would be highly equivalent, but we wore red on the road in California, so we'll just give them white jerseys since it's sunnier in January too, keep in mind. And the Buccaneers will be wearing their vintage creamsicle uniforms when we wore them against the Chicago Bears, Carolina Panthers, and the New Orleans Saints. We'll try to wear orange one time in the playoffs, white one time in the playoffs, and potentially red in the playoffs. So we'll see you guys at kickoff. I did forget to mention that this is a primetime game. So I didn't expect it to be a night game, so we'll still wear these in regards to that.
Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers.
So this is the NFC wildcard round. So the Philadelphia Eagles are not included because they have home field advantage and the first round bye. And this is already kickoff time here in Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. So it is under the lights here in the state of Florida. So Buccaneers are just wearing their creamsicle orange at night. I don't think this ever happened, but we'll probably just wear this one time during a primetime game, and that I think that's going to be it, because I prefer using that more during the day uniforms. I just don't get why, but wildcard weekend, here we come, and they're actually going to hand this off to CMC. Ball is knocked out. 49ers do recover, and this is going to be a 2nd down and 14 for San Francisco. So they lost about 4 substantial yards on that play, so that was highly inevident. So they're going to hand this off to Christian McCaffrey, and that's going to be about a gain of 7. 3rd and 7, and I think the 49ers will be ready to throw the football. So I think this is a Saturday night game from what I understand. So Monday night, Carolina and Detroit play. So there's usually like 2 or 3 games that are played on Saturday, and then 2 or 3 on Sunday. So they're going to throw this pass, and that is going to be a 2nd down and 2. So 49ers, they made it to the 7th. They weren't expected to really make the playoffs this season, but with the fact of the matter that it was like later on in the year that they were going to come back and probably take that number 7 spot. It was potentially going to be Atlanta, and then the New York Giants came along, and then the 49ers just claimed their way, so they're going to actually get a first down with George Kittle. No, not first down. 4th and 1. They do get a reception whatsoever. All right, so now this is going to be a 4th down and 1, so Antoine Whitfield Jr. will be ready to return the punt now for the Buccaneers, and they're way back at the end zone, and I doubt that we'll return this for very far, but we return it, and we get stopped to the 30, so that's not too bad of a spot to start our offensive possession, keep in mind, but we're going to use a PA dig pass play on 1st and 10, so we're going to step back to pass. I'm throwing this one out to Mike Evans, so he's just running the football field hoping to get a first down. So that was a gain of about 52 on that play. So we're going to move the chains and get a first down. So we're going to go to our recent plays again, and I'm hoping that Yannick can get this touchdown. So I'm going to throw this one out to Tristan Yannick. That is going to be incomplete. So I do really like these creamsicle Buccaneers uniforms. So we're going to throw this one out to Mike Evans, and he will score the first touchdown of the postseason for Tampa Bay. All right, so now this is going to be a 1st and 10, so they're going to step back to pass, and this is going to result in a 2nd down. We're going to blitz here, so I can hopefully possibly get an INT, but this is 2nd and 10, so lots of game time left, and of course, the Buccaneers take the sack, and Antoine Whitfield Jr. gets a fumble recovery for a touchdown, and this is going to result the first turnover of the game for the San Francisco 49ers. All right, so now this is going to be a 4th and 12. So Antoine Whitfield Jr., who made a fumble recovery for a touchdown in this one, he's going to actually be ready to return a punt again. So number 31, he's going to return this, get stopped maybe at the 47-yard line. So this will result in a 1st and 10. So we're going to go to the concepts because I think concepts are more strategic and versatile when I do this. So I'm stepping back to pass with Baker Mayfield, and I'm throwing this one deep out to Tristan Yannick, and Yannick is going to get a touchdown for the Buccaneers. And I think he already has 56 receiving touchdowns, and it is now going to be 21-0 here at Raymond James Stadium. So we'll see you guys in the 2nd quarter. Okay, so this is going to be a 1st and 10, and the 49ers, they are just going to run the football with Brock Purdy, and Purdy's going to lose the football, and I believe Carlton Davis is going to actually get that fumble recovery. So I'm going to use a screen pass play on a 1st down and 10. So Mayfield, he's stepping back to pass, and JK, I'm just going to run it with Mayfield, and that's going to be a 1st down. All right, so now we're going to step back to pass, and Mayfield, he's going to throw this one out, intended for Lavonte David, and I really like using defensive players playing on offense. I call these guys the 60-minute men simply because they play both offense and defense, and it's like very rare these days, very rare to almost no players do it to this day, but in high school football, there's like limited guys on a team, so they're going to have to get used to playing offense and defense. So they're going to throw this one. That's going to be a 1st and goal. So I think Lavonte David made that reception. So we're going to be at the 4-yard line, 1st and goal. 49ers, I get sacked by Javon Hargrave, the former Pittsburgh Steelers D lineman. So this is now 2nd and goal. Stepping back, hoping I don't get sacked. But Lavonte David will get a touchdown reception for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And we will see you guys after the 2-minute warning. All right, so now this is going to be a 4th down and 8. 6 seconds remaining before the time clock expires, or I don't know what that's called. But I enjoy playing this Madden football game right here to entertain you guys. So I'm just going to break some tackles. And inevitably, I do get stopped at the 27. So this is going to be winding up to pretty much be a 1st down. So 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. Baker Mayfield, he steps back. And I think he's going to get a reception with Lavonte David. And I think somebody is injured for the defense. And like it or not certain if they'll return in the game or not. So now they're going to throw this pass out to Lavonte David. That's going to be a 1st down and 10. So we're stepping up out on this field. So now we're going to throw this one out to Lavonte David. Oh, and I thought he was going to get that reception. Tell you the truth, I honestly thought he was going to get that reception. But he just dropped the pass out of nowhere. But we got less than a minute to go. And I think we're just going to run it. And do I get this one in? Yes, I do. It's going to be 36-0 Tampa Bay. All right, so 36-0 right now. And Brandon Ayuk is going to get a 2nd and 1. So this apparently means that 49ers only have 1 timeout remaining. And Brock Purdy, it looks like he's going to step back. And, oh my goodness, why do we have to get pass deflections? I hate pass deflections. I like interceptions. So they're going to throw this pass, and that is going to be a 4th and 1. 49ers just wasted their final timeout of the game. And it's now 3 timeouts Tampa Bay, none for San Francisco. You see what you do whenever you take all your timeouts. Carlton Davis does get an INT for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So now we're going to use the screen pass play, and I hope that we can get 1st downs on this play along the lines too. He's going to step back, and it looks like they're going to get not a 1st down quite yet, but only 4 touchdowns so far. We're going to use a halfback slip pass screen. I step back, and I'm going to try to throw this one deep out to Mike Evans, and this will end the first half here in Raymond James Stadium. All right, so now it is kickoff time here in Tampa, Florida. So the Buccaneers are already up 36-0 in what is about to start the second half. So Antoine Whitfield Jr., number 31, he is just going to break that tackle. And look at this guy. He's going to take it all the way. End zone, touchdown Buccaneers, and it's now going to be 43-0 Tampa Bay. All right, so we're still in the third quarter. We just got a awesome Antoine Whitfield kickoff return TD. So we took a break from filming for quite a bit. So now Brandon Ayuk lost the football. He did catch it, but Brock Purdy has thrown 1 INT already in this one. So Brock Purdy has been the new face of the 49ers. So glad he kind of stepped up. So now they lose the football. And I think Tampa Bay, William Galston, who's been with the team since 2013, gets that fumble recovery. So I think we're just going to use a medium pass play, maybe just use a curl just to be safe. And Mayfield, he's stepping back. Actually, I'm going to get sacked by Nick Bosa. So that was a loss of about 6 yards on that play, second down at 16. And I don't like to get sacked and I'm getting sacked again, third down and 23. So the 49ers, they just want to get closer and closer to the end zone. They truthfully do. So Mike Evans gets the first down. He gets stopped to the middle of the field for about a 33-yard pass. So he caught that one-handed. So now we're stepping back, and I'm thinking about scrambling. Do I get this one? Slides in, and it's the 11-yard line. So it looks like that Mayfield may have an opportunity at scoring a touchdown on this drive if he breaks tackles, use a juke move there, and I think we're going to easily get this into the end zone. So it's 50-0 Tampa Bay. All right, so now this is going to be a 1st and 10. Brock Purdy going to hand this off to Christian McCaffrey. That's going to be a gain of about 6 on that play. I just can't believe the 49ers have not really scored anything, and they worked this hard to get into the playoffs, and it was their choice to win as multiple games as they could. And Tampa Bay is a very tough team. Like, they're going to step back, and that's going to be an incompletion. So now this is going to result in a 4th and 6. So 4th down and 6. So they're going to punt this one away. And Antoine Whitfield Jr. looks like he's going to take this one. And oh, wow, he's going to break one tackle, use a juke move there. Question is, can he return this one all the way? End of third quarter. It will now be 58-0. So we're going to shut out the 49ers. That's definite for sure. So Baker Mayfield going to hand this off to the running back. We'll see you guys in the fourth quarter. All right, so now this is going to be a 1st down and 10. So Brock Purdy's going to throw an INT, and I think Devin White gets a pick 6, and Shaq Barrett appears to be down and hurt for the Buccaneers, and it is already now going to be 66-0 if we get this one in. 5 turnovers for the 49ers. By the looks of it, within the next 4 minutes and 52 seconds, they will be eliminated and will not advance on to the divisional round. All right, so now this is going to be a 1st down and 10, and it looks like that Brock Purdy, he's thrown 2 interceptions already in this game, and it's just unbelievable that despite the Buccaneers being such a great team, they're 66 points against nothing. So they've basically allowed no points in this playoff game. So about 3 minutes, 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's no way that San Francisco is going to come back and probably get this. But there is a penalty on the field, and it is a holding call, so I think it's going to be on Aaron Brooks. So I think we're just going to probably accept the penalty just to be safe. 3rd and 19. Their yardage does go back, but typically I like to decline, but the ball is going to be knocked out, and Shaq Barrett's going to make a fumble recovery, and it will now be 73-0. All right, so 49ers at the 29,
3 minutes, 11 seconds left, and Tampa Bay already has 3 defensive touchdowns in this one. So from the most beneficial statements, it looks like they are going to run it. So they're going to run this football. This is going to be what will be a first down and 10. We're going to use the zone coverage here for the defense. And with 2 minutes, 33 seconds left, they're stepping back. They're going to throw this one out to Christian McCaffrey. And question is, does he get the first down? They're going to say no, but Brock Purdy, 2 INTs on the day. Purdy does not want to throw a third INT because the passer rating will go down if you even get to that point. All right, so now this is going to be a first and 10, and it looks like that they're going to step back to pass, and that is going to be a roughing the passer call for the Buccaneers, and it will be. So this is going to be on Ryan Neal, and we're going to use zone coverage on a first down and 10. So a lot can happen in the fourth quarter game, but you just don't want to rough the passer because that's going to end up hurting their quarterback and such. So if you injure their QB, they're not going to really have a whole lot of chances left. And almost intercepted. If we were quick enough, we would have gotten an INT, but we weren't there that time. But now fourth quarter has begun. So fourth quarter, there's about less than a minute to go left. The 49ers want to get their first touchdown of the game, their first points of the game, but the ball gets knocked out, and that's going to lose about 19 on the play, 3rd and 23. And they're going to throw this pass way too high to begin with. So this is going to wind up being a 4th and 23. And yes, they are going to take a field goal opportunity, but see what they got here. Do they get it in? Yes, they do. And this inevitably will be a 73-3 score. So 17 seconds are left. So the Buccaneers, they're going to have to eliminate the San Francisco 49ers. And they had a good season themselves, but Tampa Bay simply had the greater season amongst them. I mean, they had no losses, and it's hard to judge a team that didn't lose any games this regular season, but did have 2 ties, though. And I think only one team can really make it, and I do get stopped. So this is going to end the game. 73-3 is the final score. So this was just a simply short episode. And all I want to say is thank you guys for watching, and we'll show you the statistics.
All right, Baker Mayfield, 393 yards, 4 touchdowns on the day. Brock Purdy, he had 2 INTs. And Baker Mayfield did have a rushing touchdown on the day for the Buccaneers. Lavonte David, 2 touchdown receptions. Tristan Yannick and Mike Evans both had TD receptions themselves. 118 receiving yards for Lavonte David today. Nick Bosa, 2 sacks. Vita Vea, 1 sack. Kalijah Kancey, 1 sack. Byron Jones, Devin White, Kalia Davis, and Javon Hargrave had 0.5 sacks. Carlton Davis III and Devin White both had interceptions, but Antoine Whitfield Jr. and Shaq Barrett did have fumble recoveries for touchdowns. Devin White did have a pick 6 along the line, so we're going to use kickoff return, 105 yards for a touchdown for Antoine Whitfield. That was to begin the second half, and I think he had a 97-yard punt return for a touchdown, Antoine Whitfield Jr. So this was all in all a really good playoff game. Thanks for watching, and we will see you guys in the divisional round.